Okay, good morning. We have a sculpt strength workout. We do have some cardio pushes today, but I have put my fitness tracker on functional strength training. Nice vibey music today. I love this playlist. Last one. Bring your arms or hands down on the thighs for a little cat and cow. We're going to roll it up. And I'm going to keep my hands on my thighs to keep that connection. You can roll the shoulders at the top. So I'm arching on the way down, rounding on the way up. Take your time and move at your own pace to kind of feel that spine working in both directions. Exhale, inhale. Good. One more. Good. Bring your fingertips to your temples. We have a good morning and a reach and open. Keep going with that. Take your time. Push the hips back. Good. So we have some moves that are going to be with heavy weights, some that are going to be with lighter weights. So I have my Pilates ball, and I have everything from 5, 8, 12, 15, 17 and a half today. Quite an array. Good. One more each side. Good. Good. Now we're going to squat and then side bend. So take one arm over, squat, side bend. Could have used the Pilates ball for this too, holding it in our hands and then reaching over. Good. Really get that nice hinge, putting the hips back and down. Okay, so on a squat, we go back and down. On a good morning, we just hinge. So back and down, moving the hips back forward, back and forward. Good. And one more. Good. We're going to open up a little wider, and we're just going to bend the knees. And you can flatten the back here, and your chest kind of faces the floor. And we're going to bring the shoulder down, because it's like a one-legged squat and you get a nice stretch. Now let's slow this down. Go a little deeper and switch. So you should be feeling inner thigh, glute as you push the hip back. One more each side, warming up those shoulders. Good. And fold over the legs. Walk your hands out a little bit. Come up on the toes and the heels. We do have some jumping today during our cardio segment to get that bone density, good training. Good. The strength training also is great for our bones, our muscles. Getting a nice mobility warm up in. Last one. Good. We're going to bring it around to one side into a runner stretch with rotation. Bring it down, other side. And bring it around to the other side. So you're kind of walking those hands. Now this could be slower. I'm a little tight this morning, but just kind of work it, walk those hands. A little bit of mobility. Last one. Bring it down to the center, roll it up. Good, march it out. We're gonna get some jumps in before we start. 20 jumps with both feet parallel. We'll do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. 2 times, I think. I'm going to try to get a little over 50. All right. You don't have to do the jumping rope hands. And we're not going to jump deep like a squat jump. We're just jumping like when you were little. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now pick a foot and jump on it. Switch. Good. So I'm just kind of jumping hard. Switch again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Jump again, switch. Let's finish it off with both feet. Here we go. 1, 3, 4. And done. Now you may or may not have gotten winded on that because it's more for the joints, for our bones, than like a squat jump would be. Because when we squat jump, that blood has to get to your leg. This was more bone density. So got the jumps in, check. All right, we are gonna get started. We're gonna start with some shoulders, and then we're gonna put biceps with shoulders, triceps with shoulders, kind of work on that for now. So get your lighter. I would say grab them all. I have my 5s, my 8s, my 10s. And I'll let you know if we're repeating something right and left. Obviously we would. All right. Okay. So if you feel when you're doing anything standing, if you need a little more core engagement or stability, stick a Pilates ball between the thighs. It really does help you be mindful about your core. But if you don't stand parallel usually and you kickstand, obviously don't use the ball. All right, so the first one, let me show you what this is going to be. All right, we're going to go chest press, overhead press, not down here. So something you can do this for 45 seconds. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. I think I'm just going 8s for this one. We're gonna really hit those shoulders hard today. The chest press is what makes this a little bit harder for the front delt and the chest. All right, so here we go. Up, in. Now you don't have to touch the elbows. You're just kind of like drawing them in using the chest, the front delt. And you can go whatever pace works for you, looks good. Squeeze the ball. See, I love having the Pilates ball there because I just feel like it keeps me in check. Tucking the pelvis under. You have 20 seconds to go. So just giving you a heads up if you need to change. I am so glad I didn't grab my 10s. You want to think about the challenge with the weights, but not touching the arms. They're like two opposing magnets. One more. And recover. Good. All right. We're just going to go one arm. This arm's going to be either out to the side. And you can hold a light dumbbell, light, if you want. But don't if it's going to weigh your arm down. I'm going to try to hold a 5 there just for a little isometric, but you do not have to. And I'm going to go with a 10 for the single arm press. So if I start to fail, I'm just going to bring the weight down to my side. All right, I should probably have grabbed a 3. Ready? Here we go. I'm already feeling the 5 is too heavy, but I can do it. We'll see how it goes. So let me just show you the position of that opposite arm. Again, you can hold anything, a 1 or 2, 3 pound weight. But keep the overhead press to a wide press. Ooh. Feeling the core kick in big time. You're almost there. I'm talking myself into it. Hold. Keep that wrist level. Ooh, finish your last one. And bring it down with control. Ooh. I don't know which arm felt it more. The medial delt or the overhead press. I would say it was pretty much a challenge to hold that arm out there. Now this arm is more tired, so I might need to bring it down. Here we go. Ooh. Now I wish I had a 3 in this arm, but I'm going to try to muddle through, not holding my breath. I'm going to give that ball a squeeze, see if that helps. And my arm is slightly in front. You're in the home stretch. Yowza. Gets easier, I promise. Woo. 2 more. Actually, that was your last one. Bring it down. Woo. All right. Oh, yikes. Okay. Now we have a little bit of a matrix, I call it. We're going to do bicep, push out. This can be 1 arm or 2. Hammer curl, push out. It's not quick though, okay? It's a press out. I'm probably going to have to alternate it. Then we have 45 seconds of bicep to 90 degree. Make sure you don't come up past, because we don't want it to look like this. So you kind of have to take your time with it. Woo! And then we have curl press. So these are going to be each 45 seconds. I'll give you a little break in between so you can choose different weights. I honestly don't know how this is going to go for me. All right. So the first one is this kind of hammer to push out. Still 90 degrees. I'm going to just try 12s and see how that goes. All right, ready? Here we go. Now, I would never be able to push both out. So both arms come up. So you have like an isometric in one arm while the other pushes out. We're only doing these 1 time through. Keep going. Whew. Hold. So same thing here. You're only coming up to 90 degrees, but you are going all the way down. All the way down. But you're not staying down there. And we're not locking out the elbow. We're just pushing through a range of motion. 1 more. Bring it down. All right, next one. I'm going lighter. Curl to 90 degree raise. You have 5 more seconds of rest. And you can alternate the lateral raise. Here we go. I'm going to come up to the camera. Up. And I'll show you from this side. It's hard to walk with this ball between the thighs. Palms are facing down on your 90 degree lateral raise. You can also do this. I'll show you a single. You're still getting an iso in 1. Isometric hold. You have 5 seconds to do whichever one you want. And bring it down. Woo! All right, 15 seconds of rest. Now we have the curl press. I'm gonna go a little heavier. We'll go back to 12s. You can do singles or both. Here we go. Should be feeling a nice little burn in the bicep. You can also do this. Okay. And I'll show you one more option. You can go 1 and hold that iso. So you have a lot of options here. I wouldn't say that's easier. You have 10 seconds. I would say this is a more narrow press. We did that wide press. Now this is a narrow overhead press, not a quick push press. Last one, put them down. Holy biceps. All right. All right. We're going to go 45 seconds of suitcase squats. So we're going to sneak some legs in here. In between, I'm going to hold 17 and a halves. at my side. Now another option here that you have, if you like it, you could take light dumbbells and elevate the heels. You don't have to. It's a suitcase squat. We're going to be doing these again, so maybe you want to do it next time. Hips go back, 45 seconds. And then we'll go on to triceps. Here we go. So if you struggle with getting deep in a squat, this one will take you down a little lower. That's what I like about it. Also puts a little bit more emphasis in the quads. Still chest up, still hips back first and then down. Don't hinge and don't make it so quick. Okay, you want to peel yourself up. You want to come up slow. Make sure you're not doing this. Okay, that would be wrong. That's not even a good deadlift. Chest is up. Working on grip strength here. These are all going to be a little different in between the upper body exercises. Come on, this is our time to go heavy. Whew. One more. And put them down. Good. All right. I'm going to go on to triceps now, triceps and shoulders. Okay. 3 exercises, very similar to what we did for biceps. We're going to do 1 row, kick back, push out. Now I'm using much lighter weights for a kickback than I would use for a bicep curl. So I'm going to probably push out both, but you want to make sure you can push out from the chest. All right, I'm going to use, and then don't forget we have the tricep and the lateral, then we have the tricep to the overhead press, okay? So I think I'm going to try 8s for this one. Let's hinge. Ready? Bring it up. Here we go. Kick. Push. Kick back. You don't want to rush the kickback. You can push out single. Totally fine. Come on. Feeling shoulders, chest here, triceps. I want you to squeeze the tricep, 5 seconds. Last one, put them down, 15 seconds of rest. Same thing, kick back, lateral. I'm gonna go a little heavier, but I wanna make sure you can straighten the arm and feel that flex of the tricep. Are we ready? Bring it up. It's a controlled hinge. Make sure on that kickback, you only come in right to here, okay? Which is where we should come in a kickback anyway, right? We don't want to come in to the shoulder. 15 seconds. Try not to swing. Last one, put them down. Again, if you repeat this and you're like, oh, I should have gone heavier, just make a note for yourself. You can always go heavier. All right, now we have the kickback to overhead press. For all of these, notice we're not coming in here, okay? Even for the push out, we were here, okay? So overhead press. I'm gonna go a little heavier because we're only doing 1 tricep kickback at a time. All right, ready? Do a row. Here we go. So even though we're transitioning, it's still very controlled. I'm still trying to hold that tricep kickback for that squeeze. I'm not locking out my joint, but I am going through the joint range of motion that we have. Just like with the shoulder head, the overhead press. Straight arm, push up, use your shoulder. My elbows are not feeling it there. Last one. Put them down. Woo. All right, let's stretch out our triceps and biceps. Let's stretch out biceps first. That way the tricep won't be as tight when we go to stretch it. Bring out your hands. So when you're using heavy weight, that's quite a grip we have to have on those heavier dumbbells. Take that tricep stretch. Press that elbow down, and if you want, take a side bend with it. Get the lats a little bit. Other side. Head up. All right. And release it. Going back to the squats. Use your weights. Maybe you want to put a Pilates ball between. This one is going to be 45 seconds, but we're going to go down halfway, down and up slow. You can also hold one weight at your chest if you like that better. I like elevating the heels. That's what I'm going to do. All right, ready? Here we go. Get that little extra pulse at the bottom. Dig up off those heels. Push your heels into the dumbbells or into the floor. Hips go back first, right? Whew. Give me one more. Should be hard to finish. And up. Whew. Put them down. Excellent. All right. Whew. All right. Getting your lighter weights now. We have a rear delt fly to an alternating reach. Fly, reach. So it's here. Make sure you're not here, okay? Just look at the ground. I'm going much lighter here. And remember, you want to come down slow from the rear delt fly, okay? Go up in 1, down in 3, or cut it however you need to. Whew. Ready? I want you to come down slow from both of these. Nice long lever. Starting to prime the rear delt for some back work. Nice long lever. That's why I like the 5s. I wish I had 6s. I'd probably use 6s. We're almost there. It's not going to work if you come down too fast. So get weights that you can really control it. Give me one more. Bring it down. Ooh, all right. Upright row. So we're going to go upright row. Okay, if you want to add a calf raise at the top to add a little leg, you can. You can put the Pilates ball between. I'm going to use 12s. Think pull. Pull with the back. It's a little bit more shoulder and back. Ready? There we go. I'm just going to do the upright row first, see how these weights feel. Make sure you're not pulling with your hands. Good. Pull with the back. Shoulders down. Find that calf raise. Calf raises are really nice with the ball, or again, if you don't have a ball, a big, puffy, brand new roll of toilet paper, a small pillow, not too soft. Ooh, almost there. And last one. Good job. Bring it down. Woo. All right. All right. We're going to do something we haven't done in a while. We're going to do 8 reps of rows here, 8 reps of palms back, and 8 reps with the palms forward. Make sure you're not doing this or this or this, okay? So you might want a variety, and you just kind of know, and you can count your 8. Go pretty heavy. And not only for your back, you have to really be able to, your grip strength has to be able to support the heavy weight, so does your low back, because this is a position that's very demanding on the core, on the low back. All right. I'm going to try 17 and a half, and then I might have to switch. All right. Ready? Hinge forward. Here we go. Come down slow. That's always how you get a little bit more bang for your buck, but I realize we might finish at different times. Woo. I'm going to take my palms back. We did this a wide row. Keep going. Pull with your back. Don't go up, go back. Pull, good. After, if you're finished, palms forward. Really brace that core. Woo. And there we go. All right, so when you're done, put your weights down. Should have felt very hard to finish, but you could have changed weights in there. I probably couldn't have done one more with that. All right, we're gonna go down to the mat for pullovers. So you're gonna go a little on the heavier side, and we're gonna combine it with a dead bug. Either it can be a tap down. I'll show you what the feet are doing. The legs are gonna be, you're gonna really brace that core first and foremost. Extending out or tapping down, okay? So you really have to go slow with this one. Your foot might not touch, because if you're gonna come out of your core, you really have to be braced here. That does not mean jamming your spine into the mat. It really, you might have a curve there, I have a curve there. It's really being in that neutral pelvis. Then the upper back, the back, you're gonna have 2 weights. Super slow with your pullover. Your head is gonna be down the whole time, okay? Whew. I'm gonna go with 2 10s together. Ready? You can use also 1 heavy weight. Ready? Here we go. For me, the tap down is harder. I feel it more. Keep the angle at the knee. Remember, you don't have to tap the floor. It might be your heel, it might be your toe, but you want to be away. You want to tap away from your center. Option is here, and come back to tabletop. See, I'm feeling it more now as I started with the tap down. Feel the back. Keep going. Finish your last one. Go ahead, bring it in. Woo! All right. Come on back up. Well, actually, while we're down here, let's stretch out the back. So I'm just going to do a quick cat and cow here. All right, we're going to go back to squats. I'm going to keep my heels on the floor for this one. Just for fun, I'm going to use the Pilates ball. And I'm also going to keep a weight up here instead of having a suitcase squat. All right, I'm going to use one heavy weight. Use a 25 at my chest. Again, you can have your heels elevated. You can still have one weight at your side. Ready? Here we go. The ball helps with core connection. Makes it a little more intense on the inner thighs. So sit back. Push up. Also, you should be getting greater depth now. I'm trying to get my hips down to knee level. I'm really pulling the toes up in my sneakers to keep my heels pressing down and squeezing on the way up. Oh my. Whew. Getting winded, that's how you know you have the right weight. Whew. One more. And up. Whew. All right. All right, well, looks like we have to work the chest. All right, let's come on down. Come on down. What show was that? Let's make a deal. It's one of the cutest things my mother told me when my dad was still alive. My oldest daughter would be at my parents', and when, I think it was Bob Barker, when he said, "Come on down," she would get so excited because my father used to watch, no, I think it was The Price is Right. The Price is Right, right? Come on down. She used to love that. So every time I say that, I think of her. All right. We are going to work the chest. Let's do some push-ups to start. Again, if you feel you want to use that Pilates ball between the knees, you can. If you want your knees wider, then don't use it. I'm going to do these on my knees. We will have another opportunity for push-ups, so you can throw in a Pilates push-up here. You can really do anything you want. You know what? Since I'm on my knees, I'm going to make my core work a little harder by having my knees closer together. All right, we have 45 seconds of push-ups. I've been doing these trying to keep my toes down. I find it's a little harder than having the legs up. All right, tilt the pelvis. And again, you're going to imagine your chest coming down. Put a dumbbell between your hands. Ready? Here we go. Now I'm going to go a little quicker here. Doesn't matter how many you do, you can take a stretch back. Then you can go a little slower to make it harder. So you can go down in 1, up in 3. You can also go hard down and pause, up in 3. 15 seconds to go. Just try to lead with the chest. That's why that focal point right between the hands is good. Keep your hips down. If you're just starting out, you can be in all fours here with your hips higher. One more. Stretch. Okay, we're going to flip around. Woo. And we're going to go to a chest fly. So what I like about chest flies, a little lighter weight. And just like when we did the rear delt fly, you want to imagine you have duct tape around your elbows. They're not locked. Slight bend, just like a lateral raise, okay? Well, not the lateral raise we did today, because that was a little bit 90 degree, but if you were doing the long one. Hi, Jenny. Good morning. Okay, so get whatever you would need for a chest fly. And we're going to hold the glute bridge. Okay, so I'm going to use 12s. Don't hit your dog. I'm going to get you guys started. So chest fly, have both weights up here. Come up to your glute bridge and go. You can begin. Oh, hi, Jenny. Okay, obviously I'm not going to bring my weights down, but there's one you can see. Keep going. Okay, Jenny, excuse me. I love you, though. Keep going. I love you. Yes, I can't do it. I can't do it. But you're doing this. Good girl. You just make me so happy. I don't want to push you out of the way. I'm keeping my eye on the time, though. Okay, so you're holding the glute bridge. Glute bridge is working your abs and your glutes. You have one more, folks. And that's all, folks. Bring it in. I've been also using the word folks more. I don't know why. I have no idea. That's all, folks. I wish I could say I'm watching Bugs Bunny, but I'm not. All right, we're going to repeat both of those. So let's do the push-ups again. If you want more tricep focus, you can have your hands narrower on the push-up. Maybe hands on dumbbells. Or maybe you want to do full push-ups. Maybe you want to do a superhero push-up. Doesn't matter. You can also use the ball. I'll show you that. So pick whichever you want. Oh, okay. All right, we ready? Get into your push-up position of choice and use the ball today. And go. Now this is pretty easy because my hips are on the ball. I didn't walk out far enough. I'm good with it though. I'm going to reposition. Keep going. All right. You're about 25 seconds to go. There, that's better. Definitely the further out you walk away from the ball, the harder it is. Abs are tight. Last one. And come on back. Ooh. All right. We're going to go back to the chest fly. I also like the chest fly for home exercise because we can lift pretty heavy on a chest press and you might not have those weights. So chest fly is a really happy medium for that. I'm going to hold my glute bridge again, and this time I'm going to add my Pilates ball. I'm also going to go heavier on my chest fly. So for instance, if I was doing, say, 20s or 25s for a chest press, you would go maybe 15, 17 and a half for a chest fly. You know, always just checking to see if you can go a little heavier. All right, hips up, weights up. Here we go. Now, if you want to move the glute bridge, that's up to you. You want to be able to go down with control without bending the elbow to come in. You just have a bend, one bend in the elbow. Almost there. So today I had a deer in my front yard. I didn't see it, my neighbor did. I missed it. But I hope she's okay. And then the other day, our little frog, our little toad, was back on our back porch. We call her Little Ribby. Little Ribby was back. Ooh, there's Jenny howling. Maybe the deer is out there. The last one, and bring it down. Ooh, that was hard to finish. So just what I was saying about going heavier with weights, stretch your chest. With heavier with weights, you don't have to do the whole set with the heavier weights. A lot of times I'll do maybe 2 or 3 reps with the heavier weights, and then I'll have my, the ones I was using, ready to go. So that's always a good way, and you'll surprise yourself. I promise you, every time you go a little heavier, you'll be like, oh, why didn't I try that? I think we tell ourselves we can't before we even try. And I do that too. And I try not to. So, shake it out. Whew. All right, we're gonna go back to legs. We have one more set of squats. So whatever you want to do different here, be creative. If you have one of these, you could get a little bit of resistance with holding something out that's a little more core. Okay, so be creative. I'm going to hold a weight again at my chest. Well, you can hold 2 weights here. If you don't have one heavy weight, hold there. I'm not going to use the Pilates ball. I'm going to have my feet a little wider. And here we go, last set of squats. Whew. And I'm going to let you decide if you want to do that pulse at the bottom. It's not quick though, it's nice and slow. Weight up. Here we go. So I have my feet a little wider. And you know what? Since I'm feeling a little warmer, I'm going to add that pulse in. I would think this is more a little bit, not really a sumo. My feet would have to be wider for me on a sumo, but let me show you where my feet are. So a little wider than where they were. Sometimes when we're holding a weight like this, I see the weight pull people forward. Just be aware, hold it right up by the collarbone. So you mix in some quick, some slow. Ooh. Push. Push off your heels. Almost there. 6 seconds. Tuck the pelvis under and come up. Woo. All right. Oh, you know what? That felt really light. And I'm like, wow, I must be getting stronger. That was only the 17.5. But it felt really good. All right. We are going to do some cardio. It includes a little core, okay? These are all 30 seconds. And you only need a set of light weights for the last move, which is a sprinter sit-up with an alternating overhead press. I'm going to use 10s for that, maybe 8s. We're going to try to run through these twice. So you want to clear the area. Okay. Let me show you the moves. The first one is going to be a down-up plank, alternating. If you want to add a burpee to it, you can. It's only 30 seconds. We are going to repeat them twice, so maybe you just do the down-up plank. What I want you to focus on is your core. If your core is not engaged, your hips are going to rock all over the place. So it's down, down, up, up right, down, down, up, up left, with or without the burpee, okay? I'll show you what that looks like. You start in a plank. down, down, up, up, right, down, down, up, up, left. The wider the feet, the easier it'll be. So in between those, you can jump in, jump up, or stand to add a little more core. Okay, the next one, the first squat jump is going to be here, the first round. The second round is going to be a 180. We add a little transverse plane, okay? Or a pivot if you want to go low impact. But that's going to not be till round 2. Then we have skater, just this side, with a jump. That jump can be forward back, okay? So you can skate. It's a single-sided skater. So we skate. It can be a jump forward back or 2 jumps in place, or no jump if you don't want it. Just single side, okay? And then we have the sprinter sit-up. We're gonna have 2 weights here. Head never goes down, okay? Legs are out, abs are tight. We come up. You drive one knee in, that's the sprinter with an overhead press. I think I might go 8s on that because I know how that feels. That one wins you. All right. Or you can do a sprinter without weight, okay? All right. We're gonna go 30 seconds each. We get a 30-second break, and then we repeat all 5 again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's only 4. Okay. Only 4. All right. Get into your plank. Ready? Go. Now, just because we're adding a burpee does not mean you're moving your pelvis all over the place. The down up is not that fast. You gotta engage your core. 10 seconds. Last one. Squat jumps. Ready? Here we go. Different than the jumps we did. Now we're involving a squat. Street cleaner going by. I don't know if you can hear that. I can. Load, explode. Come on. Last one. Skate. Forward back, skate, forward back, skate, forward back. Next time we'll go the other way. Or skate, hop, hop. Skate, hop, hop. Pull this knee in. Come on. Pull it in. One more. Sprinter. Come on. 30 seconds. This is meant to be quick, so I don't want heavy weight. Little bit of chest, shoulder. Make sure you're rolling. The legs are straight, so you can bring the knee in. Elbows are up, not overload. Woo. Come on, quick. 3, 2, 1. 30-second break, and we do it again. We're gonna reverse it though. We'll do the sprinters first, and then we'll go all the way up. So we'll do that skate on the other side. I'm gonna stand over here and skate that way. Single-sided skater after the sprinter. Ready? There's your break. Engage the core. Here we go. These are meant to be quick. So if you go quicker here, but make sure you're rolling, not falling. Roll. Roll. Use every inch. Roll. Roll. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Whew. One more. Come on up. Single-sided skater. Chop, forward back, chop, or 2 in place. Chop, come on, no breaks. Using the inner thighs here. Woo, come on, big finisher. Feel this glute. Come on, 2 more. 180s are coming. Here we go. Remember, this can be low impact. Right here. Touch the floor. Stay low, low, low. Back is tall. You have to lift both feet at the same time. Down, up, plank. In 3, 2, 1. Come on. What's giving out for me is my core and my quads. It's getting harder to jump the feet in with the fatigue in my quads. Come on, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Walk. Bring it down. Woo. Quads. We're going to stretch everything out. You shouldn't be able to take in water right now. Heart rate's too high. Whew. Whew. All right. All right, everything out of the way. Ooh. We're gonna roll down. We're gonna go to downward facing dog. If you need more recovery before we stretch, then stand and walk a little bit, because this might not feel good if you're not fully recovered or partially recovered. You can pedal the feet. I recommend, since our heart rates were up, don't look at your feet like we normally would in like a yoga class. Look more between your hands and feet, neutral. It helps. Ooh. Breathe. Bring those knees down. Ooh. Alternating bird dog. Just finishing off. Finishing strong. One more. Good. Separate the knees. In steps down. This is frog. I was talking about little ribby. We're going to stretch those hips. So, insole down. Or you can just take a wide child's pose. But my hips, I'm arching my low back. I'm not tucking the pelvis under. This one, you want to arch. So you get a little bit more in the inner thighs. Now you can kind of rock forward and back. You can bring the foot up. You don't have to though. It's just about going back, feeling that stretch. Not holding any tension in the upper body. So we're going to come all the way down. Our arms are going to be out into a T. And you're going to look to one direction. The direction you're looking to, you're going to bend that knee. And then you're going to bring that over for our scorpion. Ooh. Switch. Look the other way. Bend the opposite knee. open up that hip. Come on down. Let's do one more each side. Sometimes you don't get the first one. Lift that knee up. Nice stretch for the shoulder. Switch. Try to get your whole foot down. Doesn't matter though, it's where you feel that stretch. And release it. Have a seat. Ooh. All right, take a figure 4. Chest open. Flex the bottom foot to make it more intense. Make sure you're not here. Really lift. You can also do this on your back. And then I'm going to bring it, whatever foot's up in the air, you're going to put it on the ground. And then you're going to bring your elbow down towards that heel. So I have my right elbow to my right heel. It might even go lower to the floor. Bring it back. Change sides. Other foot goes over. This is not going to be as beautiful. Hold it there. You can flex your foot, then bring it down. We lost the music because I'm getting a phone call. Keep going. Hold it there. Bring your elbow down towards the ankle or floor. There's a work call too. And release it. Woo. Take a V-sit. Great for your hips. Bring it forward. Let everything go. It's the same thing we do in like a standing forward fold. So you should feel that nice release here. Bring it in. Woo. Cross-legged. Take a side bend. And then take your hand on that right above the ear and stretch. Other side. If these stretches feel good to you, you can repeat them. I think that's the end of the playlist anyway. Make sure you're sitting up tall. I hope you liked that workout. We're going to take our hands on the knees and stir the pot. This was one of my favorites to do when I used to go into the preschool and teach yoga to like 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. More 3 and 4-year-olds. Go the other way. It's a little cat and cow if you're analyzing it. So it's rounding and then arching. Good. All right. I hope you guys like that. Take a nice big deep breath. Bring all that good energy in. Give yourself a hand. Make sure you let me know how you like that. Leave a comment. Share this to your Facebook or Instagram profile or TikTok. And hopefully we'll bring more people to my channel for some good, solid, well-balanced workouts. I will talk to you soon.